is the food writer guy.
Writer guy.
How are you, Justin?
I'm well. How are you, Larry?
Good, thank you.
Cool. So you guys had Kevin on yesterday.
Yeah.
Steve with his lederhosen.
Did you check that out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, it is something. He's a character.
I'm glad he wears that and not me.
Yeah. I couldn't even do it. That's
no way.
Props to him for doing that.
But it did get you in the spirit of the whole Oktoberfest and Beer Fest kind of thing going
absolutely. On. Yeah, definitely. So, and that's this weekend. And I have a guest here, a very good friend of mine, David Facey, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But right now we have our dining guide that's out right now.
Yes.
And all of us are featured in it actually as writers, contributors. So everything looked great. That was a lot of fun doing the best thing I ever ate was
it was interesting to see what everybody came up with too.
Yeah, definitely. So, and luckily all of us didn't just come up with green chili chicken enchiladas. I thought that's what was going to happen, but
really,
I had to think hard about that. So,
well, I wanted something a little more over the line in terms of flavor and everything else.
Yeah, definitely.
Enchiladas are great. Don't get me wrong. I could eat that every day. But
absolutely.
But when you're gonna have something really good, you got to have something really good.
Yeah.
Yep. So as I said, I have a very good friend of mine, David Facey. He's the assistant manager over at Vicino Brewery Canteen. So welcome to the show.
Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate you having me.
Yeah. So. Tell us a little bit about just the background of Vicino. I know it started as just a pizza joint, in Nob Hill, and it's kind of spread out into other states actually. So
Vicino's been in business making pizza since '92. Been brewing since '94. It's the second oldest brewery in the state.
Yeah, well, you were the early adopters.
Absolutely, yeah, kind of the forefront of the craft brew industry, so to speak. So yeah, we've been brewing for next year. It'll be 20 years. A lot of people don't really know about us.
That's awesome.
Our pizzas are great, but I think what people don't know is our beer's just as good.
Oh yeah,
definitely. So here to try a little beer. I know it's early, but we've got
never stopped us.
Yeah, we've got a milk chocolate cherry stout here.
Well, see, that's perfect for morning time.
Milk and fruit.
Got all your food groups in there.
That's it.
A well-balanced breakfast. So
that looks well balanced.
So you guys will be at the Brew Fest this weekend, right?
Yes, the New Mexico Brew Fest is
thank you.
One of our favorite brew fests of the year. It's the guild sponsored event. So it all benefits everything craft beer.
All tickets. Get the Brewfest logo out here. Yeah. Gotta have that.
There we go.
This looks like just sturdy stuff here, David.
It's not gonna. You're not gonna be looking for something lighter. It's a little bit cold this morning, so.
What would you pair this with, you guys? This is not something I would normally order. So
a Tuesday morning donut.
Yeah. This would handle a good piece of beef, or
absolutely good.
Something
thick steak,
a stew of some kind.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Or it's a meal in itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way I like to look at it.
It's a little chewy.
So it's called what again?
It's called a milk chocolate cherry stout.
Wow.
So it's a foreign style stout. It's gonna be real, heavy, robust, but it's gonna.
Well, let's try it out.
Yeah, lighten up with.
Happy Brewfest, everybody.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
I was gonna ask. So through the years, you guys have really grown, Vicino. So how many locations do you have now? I can name 2, 3.
Yeah, we've got 3 restaurants plus the brewery in Albuquerque. We've got a location in Santa Fe. Then we've also got a few locations in Wichita, Kansas, and Colorado.
Oh, wow.
Both Springs and Denver. So
I was cruising along in Denver one day, and there's the old Vicino sign. I went, whoa!
Yeah.
What happened?
Cool.
So I mean, we just kind of our restaurants pop up in places that are demographically similar to Albuquerque. So you got Springs and Denver and Wichita, and they all do very, very well. So,
let me give you a quick review of this.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I think the name, the milk chocolate cherry stout, the chocolate and the cherry are very subtle.
Sure,
They're not overpowering. I get more of the kind of Guinness style.
Sure, yeah.
But it's a very
flavor.
different taste. Like I've never tasted. I mean, Not trying to be like, oh,
I
favor
think
you
if you
guys,
like
but
Guinness,
I've never
you'll like
tasted anything
this.
like
Definitely,
this.
Is that a
It's really
fair
good.
comparison?
Yeah. Guinness is a bit lighter. This
Yeah.
one's this
Yeah.
gonna be a
This
bit,
is-
it's gonna be a bit more robust.
More robust, yeah.
But yeah, like you said, the milk chocolate or the chocolate and the cherries are more of a background note. We still want you
They
to
are.
remember that you're drinking beer.
Right.
And the milk gives it a little bit of creaminess.
Yeah, it's got a smooth
Go down.
evenness to it. I don't like a bitter dark beer.
Yeah, sure.
And this really evens out, and it's very nice.
So
Yeah.
now, I mean, obviously we all love this beer, and a lot of other people do. This is an award-winning beer.
Yes.
Tell us about some of the awards that this beer and some of the other beers at Il Vicino.
So
I know it's quite prestigious, actually.
Yeah, we're highly decorated, which is another thing a lot of people don't understand. We've won 10 Great American Brewfest medals, which
Wow.
those are kind of the Academy Awards of the beer industry, so to speak. Our latest medal came from the Milk Chocolate Cherry Stout in the chocolate category.
Nice.
Our most recent award that we've gotten, which might be the most prestigious we've got, is we won a gold medal at the European Beer Star Awards.
Oh.
So it's an international competition. Only 8 American breweries pulled a gold medal, and little Il Vicino out of Albuquerque, New Mexico was one of those 8.
That is
going, you
awesome.
guys.
So
Way
yeah,
to represent New Mexico.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a really, really good win. So what we do is we do things. It's a simple operation, but if you're going to do something simple, might as well do it really well.
So will you have all of your beers this weekend at Brewfest, or a certain select few?
We'll do a certain select few. Like I
Okay.
said, this is kind of this is a guild sponsored event, so we want to kind of put our best foot forward. So
Yeah.
Why
we've
not?
got some secrets.
Some
that-
surprises.
maybe.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll definitely bring out our IPAs and our pilsners and the really big fan favorites, but we'll also got something up our sleeve. So you got
surprise.
exactly. You got to come out to check it out. It's a great event. Live music, food trucks, tons and tons and tons of great beer. So if you're a beer drinker, come on out. If you got friends that don't think they're beer drinkers, come on out. We'll find them something they like. Trust me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Well, you've changed my perception. I like Il Vicino. I love the pizzas
Sure.
and the salads and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I go there for that.
Definitely.
Now I need to go there for the beer.
Absolutely.
Well, what we should also mention is that the Il Vicino Brewery Canteen is
Yeah.
different than the other places. There's
Yeah.
no pizza there. They have
Now
these
tell us where that
awesome
is,
sandwiches.
too.
So we're located on 2381 Aztec, and it's going to be right off the freeway in Comanche,
Okay.
kind of in an industrial area. So don't. If you feel like you're getting lost, you're in the right neighborhood. That's for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
But yeah, it's more of the brew pub feel. We've got kind of hot and cold sandwiches, and we've got a lot of offerings as far as beer is concerned that you won't generally find at the restaurants. So we've got a total of 14 taps. Generally, they're all full with all Il Vicino house-made beer. So we make a lot.
I like how the microbrew phenomena has really caught on here, and everybody in that business seems to be supportive of everybody else.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're all kind of in this thing together and promoting the whole craft, right?
Right. It's a really, really good tight knit community. You find very few people that like a certain craft brewery.
Right.
In general, they just like craft beer.
Right.
So we think it's very important for everybody to make really, really good beer, and anything that we can do on our end to help somebody else out to make better beer, then it does nothing but benefit everybody. So it's we were a little behind the curve, Albuquerque was, but we're definitely coming up to speed a lot quicker than anybody
No
else
doubt
thought
about
we would.
And I heard you guys had a Breaking Bad party over
yeah.
the weekend.
Yeah, we hosted a watching bad event. So we had about 400 people just crammed into our brewery. Had people inside, outside, in the back.
Yeah.
Got a couple TVs donated from bios.
Yeah.
So we did it. We did it well, and
Wow.
a lot of people showed up
Success.
because we all like Breaking Bad. Let's be honest.
We're all kind of in
It's all
mourning
over,
now.
yeah, right.
What's going to happen
Yeah,
next
it's-
Sunday? There's nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, what are we going to do?
exactly.
I'm going to show you
Go to
the-
Il Vicino, I guess.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
This Saturday at the Via Hispana at the State Fairgrounds, we're going to put up the cover of Local IQ magazine. And David, I'm not normally a dark beer drinker, but I really,
This is
really like
delicious.
this.
Well, I
This is
appreciate
delicious.
it.
Cheers,
Yeah.
guys.
Definitely, absolutely.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Cheers. Thank you, Il Vicino.